And I will. I don't know. That's venturing into some metagaming
So
territory.
we're
But
right now we're just divvying up items. Does anybody want to give a quick recap, or I can? It's not that big of
uh, okay.
Once we get going a little bit, I just don't want to say it now so I don't forget. Can I have Juglin make a healing check on me to see whatever that was that I got poisoned with last time? I forgot to do it last time.
I wanted to do the same, whether it's a heal check or something to identify if there's poison.
Okay.
I don't even remember how I'm supposed to do that on my character.
If Juglin uses detect poison, does that tell him what it is?
Juglin uses detect poison.
I don't know if that identifies the poison or not.
Well, let's just do a quick Google.
Does he have it? He's got detect poison.
Yeah.
He has to
Determine
attempt a
whether-
wisdom check.
Whether a creature, object, or area has been poisoned or is poisonous, you can determine the exact type of poison with a DC 20 wisdom check. A character with the craft alchemy skill may try a DC craft alchemy check if the wisdom check fails, or may try the craft alchemy check prior to the wisdom check. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt blocks it. That's still kind of high. That's really high.
Which I've got an ability called Poison Lore. If the investigator spends 1 minute physically examining the poison, can attempt a Knowledge Nature check to identify a natural poison, or Knowledge Arcana check to identify any magical poison. Then it has the DC.
But that would be something that's in a vial, not something that's actually in a person, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine between the three of them, they could probably put together an idea of what it is relatively easily. Like, even if they just went off symptoms.
It doesn't say whether or not it'd be in a vial or if it's already in the person.
Wow, that's something I gotta look up already.
Yeah, that's weird.
Let me put that on the sheet in red marking.
Usually Pathfinder is known for super crazy detailed.
I mean, I like it.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and start. So pretty much the party from last week made their way through the library, found these more rat creatures, rescued a ratling companion from the Flesh Lord as they were knocked out.
Now.
They found books, journal entries about experiments going on within this pretty docile asylum. As they continued to venture out, the ceiling collapsed on them when they made it to Eliod's room. They were transported into this mythical dream realm, attacked by a creature. The Flesh Lord and Restraint were able to realize that it was a trick, getting out of the dream world, it's just this land, and killing the host of the cause of this dream cycle, the cyclone, freeing their party members. The party then started to look and investigate the room. I believe they found what was the word again, guys? Not didactic, but dacted. Yeah, the redacted journal entry with some marks. But yes, I'm gonna read the journal entry for everyone. Well, I'll put the journal entry for everyone now. So pretty much it just showed how there was a benefactor that was interested in a certain patient here in the home. And now the party members have continued to make their way through the home, but they've got a weird, they detected a weird sense of dried blood on the floor, and as they open the door they realize that they're ankle deep in blood. And that's where we will resume our party. If everyone could, please, let me just delete everybody's. And don't forget to do it for Juglin. Please roll initiative, and then we'll start doing this poisons as you roll. I'll look it up. This is talking initiative. This could be quick battle initiative. If everyone wants to re-roll, you can. But
No, I'm pretty happy with my initiative.
Yeah, I would.
Nice.
Hit it.
I think that
Isn't it? it didn't go in.
Yeah, it's weird. Even if you had it clicked before, if you click off somewhere else and then roll it, it like forgets that you have your token selected. So like I always just click off my token and click back again before I roll it, just to make sure it doesn't.
Yeah.
Something silly.
Okay, so we got Griffin's last, unfortunately, restraint. We got Vincent, restraint, and juggling. Juggling goes last as always, unless it's a combat or something. Okay, so we'll let Flesh Lord go. What's the Flesh Lord want to do?
Well, I guess I'll just ask everybody. I guess I'll just bring up the poison issue, really. So, and see if anybody can figure out what it is.
Well, this is it though. I don't think anyone knew that they have a poison in them yet, because I never told anybody if they succeeded or they failed.
You actually told me that I had like symptoms of like extreme like itching and stuff.
Yeah, like a rash.
Yeah, that
or
is
something?
true. Yeah, you do have a rash on that one. Yes.
Yeah, I have a charisma rash, and I'd like to cure it.
You had a baby explode into you.
Well, technically, I ate part of it.
Yeah, that is.
Sure, I see. I pulled it up now. If Juggling can try to do some type of roll or something to figure out what it is, I'm okay with that.
I mean, I guess it'd be a heal check.
What do you roll? Let me see.
Right in the middle.
A 10. He looks, but he's very hesitant to even touch what it is. He says he doesn't know. He looks and tries to examine it, but isn't able to just get anything from it.
Anybody else?
With my poison lore, it recommends if it's a natural poison, knowledge, nature. If it's a magic poison, knowledge, arcana. Would either of those potentially apply to this? Because I would guess if it's not a natural poison or a magic poison, I don't know how poisons work. If it's not one of those two, I would probably guess my poison lore wouldn't apply to that.
You can roll either one. Just roll them in succession, and then just call out what you're using. Just use both the Arcana and the whatever, and I will let you know if you succeed on anything.
Can I assist him on Knowledge Arcana?
Let me see.
So hold up real quick, because I got to real quick read this, because I think I can use one of my inspiration dice without a cost because it's a knowledge skill.
That's handy.
The investigator can use inspiration on any knowledge, linguistics, or spellcraft checks without expending a use of inspiration, provided he's trained in the skill. Okay, so this is going to get fun. First we'll go arcane. And then...
Okay, I see the first one.
And then that would... Those two totaled.
Okay.
Then...
Roll your roll your other one.
Then nature... I need to just make a macro for this. That would make my life easier and faster. And so there's the knowledge nature with those two together.
And you can role play this how you want to. Okay?
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Well, Flesh Lord, this is definitely something interesting. Are you allergic to any fungi?
I don't know. The Flesh Lord doesn't have allergies.
Well, it looks like you might be having something. It could be just the poison, but give me just a moment. I'm going to see here if I might be able to help you with this. And so the other part of my poison lore, after I spend a minute with it, I can... Sorry, flipping between screens. I then can do a craft alchemy check, the DC versus the DC for the saving throw for the poison, to neutralize 1 dose of the poison. Success renders the dose harmless.
Okay, so if you have multiple saves, then that means that would make the save they have to make the next save less, correct?
I'm sorry?
So if it's a multiple save poison, that means they have to make 1 less save?
Wait, my poison was multiple saves?
I mean, that's a little metagaming.
Oh, hold on. So, with the poison lore, so most poisons will wind up affecting you at some point later. There will typically be an initial onset of symptoms, and then later, if you're not dealing well with it, if you're feeling worse, you will continue to get worse and worse throughout it. But you do have a chance your body can potentially fight this off. But I might be able to see here if I can make this potentially a little bit better for you.
Okay, go ahead. And as far as the multiple saves things go, I'm pretty sure if it neutralizes the poison, it should just get rid of it.
Yes.
It'd be like a cure spell. It just bypasses that.
If this was multiple doses, I would only be able to neutralize 1 dose. So if there's more than 1 dose of a poison that like you're affected by, if you were affected by this 2 or more times, I would only be able to get rid of 1 of those. You would still have the other doses you would have to fight against, is my understanding.
Okay. So you have to roll a check now?
So I'm gonna spend my last inspiration dice because I'm now really worried that I'm not gonna be able to neutralize this. So
Don't worry until he starts asking about your next of kin details.
So I roll a craft alchemy versus the DC, and I'm going to spend that last inspiration dice. So
You silly! The Flesh Lord's his own next of kin.
So with the alchemy check, you seem to start treating the disease, and you start to see the green tint of the Flesh Lord's skin and mold start to disappear from in his the crevices of his body. So armpits, behind the knees, between toes, between fingers, behind ears, things like that.
Flesh Lord, did you know that you actually have an ingrown toenail on your left foot? But other than that, I think
That's
everything
just how
looks good.
it's supposed to grow.
Okay.
Well,
What ability was that again?
Poison lore. It's one of the 2nd level abilities for investigator.
That's cool. Okay, so what do you want to do? So we got that out of the way.
yeah. If everyone else is feeling poison-free, maybe we should figure out why we're standing in a hall of blood.
Yes,
It's hardly the strangest thing that's happened.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
This is true, but it is getting a little odd feeling between my toes.
and it doesn't smell very good.
It doesn't. Would you like Flesh Lord and me to go ahead and scout ahead?
So I'm reading poison lore, and it seems that it's making doses and vials harmless, not it actually on the person itself.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and
So the
that's why
investigator,
with like
it says the investigator has no chance to actually poison himself when examiner intended to neutralize, or intended to neutralize a poison. I don't know if that's on here or not. I mean, I'm gonna.
Well, what's the point of neutralizing a poison in a bottle?
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down to take poison lore, and I'll do more research on it. But for right now, I'm okay with you using this ability for this. I don't want to get too tied up on that. But I think for you thinking about it, I'm still gonna reward you this week with that. Okay?
Alright, thank you.
Am I cured?
You do feel better, and you don't
Okay.
you quit itching. Okay, so restraint. What does the party want to do? That was, excuse me. So Vincent. So I guess that was Vincent's turn. So I guess now restraint.
Oh yes. Sorry if I cut you off, Vincent. No, I think we should figure out what is the source of this blood. And I think the only way we're going to do that is just trudging through this hallway, walking through the blood. So I'm going to go through the door. Did I drown?
No, it's up to your ankle. I don't know why it's not on the.
That's fine. We'll just do it like this.
Does it not just spill into the room and empty out?
Well, because it's to the ankle, but yeah, I mean it is. It's pretty.
When we open the door.
Maybe it's congealing, and that's why it's not spilling out as fast.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Yeah.
How about that? Is that better?
Yeah. So like, there's less because it's now in the room, but it's definitely stained probably everything in this hallway.
Yes, there you go.
All right, so I'm gonna step in, and I'm gonna start down the hall until I just moved back.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to.
Presuming I'm gonna go, I think, until I see anything new on the walls, like if there's a doorway or something to stop that.
You can see.
Oh, I thought you were holding me back.
I would never hold you back.
Here we go.
So there's
What do I got?
You see a door to the left of you, and you see a door. You're standing kind of in it right now. Did you see?
Well, yeah, the blocks are off in this.
Yeah, man, I do the best I can.
No, it's not a complaint. I'm just saying that's why I'm standing kind of weird.
I got you. So what is your? Let me hear. Let me move your character. Move your character back a little bit so it's not in the doorway, please. Okay.
My head above the wall. Gosh, no wind.
Wow. Okay.
That's fine.
So yeah, you see a door to your right, a door to your left, and then you see two doors 20 feet above you.
Oh, okay, ahead of me. Anything about these doors? Blood coming out of them too? Going in them? Anything like that?
No, Flesh Lord, let them go back. Y'all had y'all's turn. Y'all doing stuff in the room.
Okay, alright. That's fair. That was my turn?
No, you're fine. What do you want to do, Matt?
Oh. I'm curious. Is there blood coming out of these rooms as well? Or going into the room?
You see that it's kind of up against the door. The doors are more like taut to the wall.
Okay.
And this, it doesn't really seem like under those doors.
You know what, though? I'm going to try to clear the rest of the blood in the...
Continue, sorry.
Oh, sorry. You can tell me your description.
And then as you look down on the map, you actually can see like there's papers on the ground and things like that.
Oh, okay. For now, I'm going to try opening the door to my right and see if I can clear out some more of the blood in the hallway.
Okay. So.
And then I'll end my turn for now.
As you open the door, so you just open the door. It opens. This door's gonna open. It opens outward to you.
Okay. And I'll take a look inside. I'm not gonna just be like opening it blind.
Sorry, I gotta get warmed up, guys, with everything. All the maps and stuff. There we go. So as you open the door, you see a mess, ransacked. You see handles of dozens of drawers thrown on the faces of enormous matching cabinets. Many of the drawers are open and their contents, volumes worth of spray, parchments, blanket the floor. But you're actually startled because you see something very similar. You see a person with it's like a table leg with shaved ends with the same emblem that Juglin had on his forehead. And he's like looking wildly through these papers. And as you open the door, he turns around and sees you.
I'm gonna yell back, Flesh Lord, we've got another one.
So I'll start
Somebody-
talking to that.
Yikes. Did I just make a mess of these papers on the floor by getting more blood into the room?
Okay, so we'll start combat. Y'all want to keep the searching combat order, or y'all want to just do this for the next? You know what? We'll just keep it for the next
I
round.
mean,
We got high
do we know there's combat yet? We're
not
still out
really.
in the next room.
Not really, you don't. So that's good. But I'm still gonna let the music play. You don't really know this combat yet. I'm gonna roll his initiative. But restraint did kind of say something. But let me roll his initiative first.
Yeah, I'll yell back to the Flesh Lord.
Okay.
Restraint is silly, running off on your own.
Yeah, to be fair, I should have stopped before I opened the door, shouldn't I?
Never know, man. Do the best you can.
Nah, don't worry about it. That's perfect.
So.
You like remade all the maps, dude. So that like.
So you see. Everyone roll a what's your passive perception? That's just your modifier plus 10.
It's actually listed in here somewhere, I thought. Is it not?
No, that's in 5e.
Oh, you're right. I
know,
just picked
but
it
I
up.
just figured y'all could tell me.
Oh, no,
Okay,
I meant that it was listed. I know it's listed on the 5e sheet.
Right. It's your what? Plus your...
You want the modifier or a total?
Oh, sorry.
So Matt, this person goes up to you and tries to swing a table leg at you. I believe that a 11 misses you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just whatever it is, just modifier.
You know what?
Yeah.
Something's not right. Yes, an 11 should miss me, but something's not right. But yes, you're correct. Sorry.
Okay.
I got something wrong on my sheet.
Did we give you that leather armor stuff?
Mm-hmm. The steel jacket.
Yeah. I've got that. I'm making sure. No, that's correct. It gives an AC bonus of 2. Yeah. I actually have something else though.
I would just move to follow after restraint.
Okay.
Do I see anything going on in the open doorway, or am I still oblivious?
I think you would hear something like that. I think you would hear him swing and restraint say something. Let's roll a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. With that roll, you definitely hear restraint dodge. Like you notice the blood on the floor, you notice all that. I mean, with you were doing the deception, you rolling really well. But something seems odd about the way restraint is standing. That you think that he might be in danger. He looks like he's in a defensive type, moving with the door.
Okay. Well, if I can't see the guy and I've pretty much used my movement to get there, I'm just gonna ready an action with my hand axe to attack if something comes out of the room after restraint.
Okay. Good. What's Juggler gonna do? Question Lord.
I'm not actually sure if Juglin would go in the hallway before me.
Let's see. It could be likely, and we got a chaos of 6. Let's roll right now. 69.
Nice.
Yeah, Juglin will go in the hallway. Definitely seeing the blood to investigate. So Juglin is.
Well,
It's only 1. Sorry. It's only like a 5 foot. Oh wait, my apologies for the map, the day boys.
I mean, he'd probably yell out to try and find out what's going on. So
what does Juglin say?
What's going on in there?
That would be.
Are we allowed to? Yeah, are we allowed to answer out of our?
I mean, in your turn you can. So
Okay.
So, but definitely Flesh Lord heard that, and Vincent heard that. Now it is the Flesh Lord's turn.
Let's see. 1, 2.
And then you're right there. So, like, I'm sorry about the map today. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. There we go.
Let's see. It's a 5-foot. It's a 5-foot hallway. But if I have enough movement that I can make it to the room, I should be able to push past everybody.
But you can't push past restraint. You could go.
Why not?
Go to the other side because you can't have it square. If you want to.
Well, couldn't I go here?
Yeah, could he end up here?
If you went
Whoops.
through the doorway, you would also go through his square.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he'll definitely provoke.
Yeah, I mean, I'd provoke, but it's a 5x5 square. I mean, you can move through it. You can move through allied squares.
I know you went through Ally Squared, but the map is not like the best. I'm sorry, it's not. So like, let me see if I can figure it out. I'm getting frustrated with the map now. I didn't realize it would be that big of a deal. So like, restraint is taking up this whole area inside the door. So you have to push past restraint, and you have to occupy his square. So you would have to. I don't know. I guess you could try to move through it. Sure.
I mean, as long. Well, okay. I guess is he standing in the doorway or outside of the doorway?
Restraint is standing inside the hallway. The enemy is standing right there on the doorway. Restraint's not.
Oh, so we should be able to see the enemy if he's standing in the doorway.
I mean, that's what I thought, but you still had me roll a perception check.
Yeah, I got you. The map is confusing me too. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Because you said the door opened into the room.
Into the hallway.
Oh, okay. So is he blocked by the door?
I wouldn't think it. No, the door's not that thick. I wouldn't think so.
I just meant can we not see him past the door?
Yeah, yes, I know Griffin can, and Juglin can definitely see him.
Does Juglin recognize him? I guess now that I know that would be a big question.
No, Juglin does not. Oh, let's see. Let's see if Juglin. I think it's likely. I mean, he was here. Oh no, Juglin recognizes him.
And he has the same spiral mark on his head?
It's similar. It was very similar to Juglin's mark.
I would yell for Juglin to use the wand of restoration on him, or rejuvenation.
Juglin's got to get there though.
Well, from where Juglin is, I mean, he could. It's not. I don't think it's a touch-based thing. I'm pretty sure he could cast it from where he is using a wand, couldn't he?
No, unless restoration is touch spell.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna yell for restraint and God, I'm so bad with names.
Esoteric?
Yeah, I'm gonna yell for them to move out of the way so Juglin can get to him, or to restrain the guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude. Okay.
Now it's the Flesh Lord's turn. Because that was Juglin's turn. What do you want to do, Cody? What's your character? Am I disconnected? Can you not hear me?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I mean that was my turn, just yelling for everybody to restrain the guy.
Now it is Vincent's turn.
Alrighty, so I'm going to step into the hallway and see and just kind of be like, oh, can't see anything. Oh, hold on. And I'm going to use it was a trait that I took at character creation called Inspiring. As a standard action, you speak words of encouragement to grant a +1 morale bonus to an ally within 30 feet who can see and hear you. So, Restraint, it's essentially the ally can use this bonus on any d20 roll before the start of my next turn. Can't use this trait again on the ally within 24 hours. So, to restraint. Restraint! Live up to your name! Try to restrain this person. And you can get a +1 morale bonus.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack my knuckles when I hear that.
So at that time,
Rats.
no.
Restraint is useless.
You hear
Wonder how that guy's making that noise.
you hear the door open from behind restraint,
Oh, this
and you
is
see
not good.
another
Twins.
Oh god, twins.
but
The most evil of
but
horror
it opens
tropes.
here. It opens here. He opens the door there. You see another one step in front of him and try to hit
Oh
him.
god.
21 hits restraint. Let's do.
I
Yep.
think we should move backwards.
Let's do.
Are they all using table legs?
9 damage of restraint. You hear another door open up.
How many doors are there?
I mean, there's 4.
We've got
Oh,
this
yeah.
whole hallway.
I had this
Okay.
scroll somewhere.
And that is that one's turn. That was after Vincent. Okay. And now it is actually restraint's turn.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure my talisman of lesser healing just kicked in.
Did it?
Are you
Healing
lower
power.
than half?
I am now lower than half. I didn't start with full, so that didn't happen. But
Are they all using table legs and stuff, or what are they using?
They're using this. It seems like this wooden spikes.
Let me do this thing. So-
48 plus 7. You should be full after that.
Yep.
Wow.
We just wasted the talisman. But I did put it on, so. Yep.
So you see.
Yep.
Oh, let me see what you hear, guys. Let's see what we can hear.
Jesus.
As restraint, you see blood come out of restraint's chest. You see the talisman break and crumble, and it disappears before it hits the floor below restraint's feet. At that time, you see restraint take a huge breath. It seems like he's almost choking it, but he catches his breath at that instance, and you see the life come back to restraint at this time. Okay. Then restraint went, so now it's this guy's turn because he went after restraint. Let me add that.
Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't count as an action, does it?
Hasn't gone
Oh,
yet.
my apologies. You gotta
Pretty
remind me.
pretty sure that's.
Remind me. You gotta remind
Yeah,
me.
that-
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to kill you.
Seeing as how I know, seeing as how that I am not yet raging, and we are about to get swamped with people, I'm going to disengage and move back, and I'm going to say, let's get back and funnel them through this other door. And I'm going to go 15.
I don't think you disengage in Pathfinder. It's withdraw. It's withdraw.
Withdrawal, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Played 5e last night. Here's a real question, though. With this hallway full of our other people now, can I actually push through them?
Well, you wouldn't have to push through us. We would just let you walk past us.
Yeah, I guess there's room. We're not 5 feet wide, so I'm going to come back here to this door way, and I'm going to say, everyone get back inside, and me and Fleshlord can hold them off at the doorway.
Now, real real quick, just so you know, because you said you were playing 5e last night. Withdraw in Pathfinder, it's a full round action where you're able to move double your speed. So after this, you won't be able to take any actions other than a swift action.
Ah, okay. That's great then. I'll end my turn here.
So you okay? Now it is. Whose turn is it? The thing went, so it's gonna move. It's here in the hallway. And attack Briffle. Excuse me, attack the Stoic. What I got here? Oh, you're right. He did. He moved up. He rated an action. Does that hit? Okay, it hits. As he moves up, the Stoic was ready. He misses a Stoic. And you do a considerably chunk of damage. You see his right arm becomes bloodied.
Nice.
Okay. Since that was your ready action, I'm kind of confused on that. Do you still get to go again, Michael? Or
No, it just moves his turn up to that spot.
Okay.
So it's
no,
his
that's
turn now.
delaying.
Oh,
Readying,
you're right.
readying an action is just taking up your standard to do a standard in between your turn and your next turn.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of delay.
So if that was your turn, he moved up and missed, and you hit. Is that your turn then, or you get to go again?
No, the ready happened on his turn.
Okay.
So when my turn goes,
What's your turn now?
Okay. I'm also withdrawing into the room, like we were talking about. So I move back on through Jurgen's space, and then I'm going to go into the room.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
Jurgen's turn. I think
Would he still try and use the wand?
I think after seeing, no, I think it's very likely not. At a chaos.
Okay, can we assume that he pushed?
Let's see though. Let's roll the chaos check. Let's see if Jurgen wants to stand up to these guys. Very unlikely. You can check my rolls. The chaos rank is 6. Let's see what Jurgen does. I see. It's very unlikely. So he does. I gotta learn this chaos track now. So he goes back to the room. I'm reading it right. Okay. Now it is the Flesh Lord's turn.
Well, since we're bottlenecked in the hallway now, I'll step forward. And actually, yeah. And I'll bite this person in the face.
Let's see when you roll. Okay, so you hit.
And then he'll have to roll a fort save for the poison. Let's see, the DC on it is 12.
DC 12. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. said DC 12?
Yeah, it's DC 12, and it's a Fortitude poison that deals 1d4 strength damage, and it has a cure. Once it deals 1d4 strength damage for 4 rounds, and it has a cure of 1 save.
My word.
Okay, so I rolled a 16.
Okay, so he'll pass it that time.
Okay, so now it is Vincent's turn.
See, since Flesh Lord moved up, because I was going to go into the room, I'm going to essentially do the same thing that I did last round, and just use that inspiration now on the inspiring trait on Flesh Lord for a +1 morale bonus. Flesh Lord, bite their heads off or something. And there's your inspiration. And then I will move action back into the room.
You get a thumbs up and a wink, a knowing wink.
From how many eyes?
All the available ones.
Okay, that's Flesh Lord's turn. At that time, that was Vincent's. This guy is in the doorway. I believe he can still. Let me look at my old map. The old map was better. Can he still hit? Yep, he can hit. He can attack the Flesh Lord at a negative though because he's in the doorway.
Are these guys using improvised weapons? Because I think those have a negative too.
So he misses. And then the door you heard earlier, you see another one come out to this way and move. Then this one's going to attack. No, can I attack? Excuse me. No, Strange's turn. My apologies. Strange's turn.
Okay, now that everyone else is safe, Flesh Lord is back there. I'm gonna come back in, so I'm gonna do. Well, that's 15. I'm wondering if I can stand side by side.
You can.
Alongside of. I cannot.
Do you still have your chain?
I do.
Do you have a reach weapon?
Yeah, would I be able to reach?
I mean, it's improvised, but you can roll. You can attack. You can try to hit somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take a -2.
Alright, here we go. I'm going to try to then hit. I guess this one is. I stand a better chance of hitting this one.
So it's -4. It's -4 when you roll.
Okay.
The one in the doorway would probably be more of a penalty.
So you, unfortunately, as you swing your improvised chain, Matthew, you unfortunately miss.
Darn.
It bounces.
I'm going to say. Oh, go ahead.
I said as you go to hit him, it seems like it wasn't his aim, his dodging. It seemed that you just hit the wall.
I gotta work on that. I'm gonna say to Flesh Lord, maybe we should try to lure them into the big room where we have room to get more hits on them. And I'm gonna end my turn. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. So those two tried to hit Flesh Lord. Did I give anything?
Forgot my arcane strike.
Did I give anything? Ranged. Okay, I'm gonna have this one. Brick. Okay. You see this one from the back pull out a brick and and he throws the brick at the Flesh Lord.
I forget if it was Pathfinder or 3.5. Do you need a feat to attack? Do you need a feat to use range attacks into combat or into melee people?
You just have to take a penalty.
You take penalties.
Point blank.
Oh, okay.
So
point
he.
shot into the precise shot will eliminate the penalties.
Oh, okay.
So he misses, and you see this one. Can I go? 5, 10, 15, 20. Runs around behind him, and he throws a brick at the Flesh Lord as well.
Now that's an attack of opportunity.
No, this guy was here.
Yeah, so he had to run here,
No,
which
he,
goes
no, he
through
ran
my...
around. No,
Yeah.
he ran around. He ran around 5, 10.
But he had to go through the doorway, which is in my attack range.
There's a doorway right here.
Oh, it's connected back there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
If it wasn't before, it is now. No, I'm just kidding.
So let me see. Point blank. I think I missed.
Is the 14 the roll?
I'm looking at precise shot. I think I might have missed precise shot. Yep. I miss. So he throws a brick at you again, Flesh Lord, and it misses. Now it is Griffin's turn, and then Juglin's.
Does it hit me?
No, they both miss. Both attacks miss. Now it's Stoic's turn.
Well, I got nothing. We're waiting for him to come into the room, so I'm just gonna, I guess, I'll move up to the door, and already another action to attack if one of the, I don't know what we should call these, one of these patients comes through.
Okay. What's Juglin gonna do? I think he would wait as well. I think he would wait after hearing that. I think especially seeing Briffum do the ready attack, he might even back up in the room more behind Vincent. Yeah. Okay. So now it's the Flesh Lord's turn.
Well, we can bring them into the room, but then they're all going to be able to fight at once. If we keep them bottlenecked here, then they're at a disadvantage because their numbers are meaningless.
If I could respond, I would say this is true.
I'll full attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Make your attack.
I'm basically fighting untrained peasants.
Okay, so you hit, and the one in front of you, you see him fall to the ground.
Did he die after the claw or after the bite?
He died after the bite.
Okay.
You get a +1 to one of your attacks.
And
I appreciate the effort, but I don't think it was necessary on this one.
You kill him extra.
And
that was an attack from the Flesh Lord.
Yes, since I want restraint to be able to fight, I'm actually going to 5-foot step in.
Okay.
Nice.
I think you would get your other attacks with your full attack with the 5-foot step.
I don't know. I'll look that up. I don't know. I thought you couldn't move when you make a full attack.
I'm pretty sure a 5-foot step is an additional thing you can just do.
Yeah.
Since you don't use up movement to do it.
Well, your next attack wouldn't hit him anyway. Your third attack wouldn't hit anyway. So
Yeah,
I'll say that you attack, it kills the bite, it kills him. You move up to attack another one, and the claw misses.
Yeah, I can't break. I don't think I can break them up anyway, so it's not a big deal.
I don't know. I guess another something I can look up. So now it is Vincent's turn, correct?
Yeah, I'm sitting here with Juglin and Esoteric, and we're just kind of sitting there waiting. I don't know if they're coming back this way, guys, but we'll be ready just in case. And I'll ready an action with the dagger to stab at something like wherever the other side of the door is. I guess like here would be the doorway, so I'll flank it with Esoteric.
Man, the recliners.
Okay. So now it is my guy's turn. I'm going to see if I can attack the Flesh Lord. That one misses. Now this one's going to attack the Flesh Lord. Okay, that hits the Flesh Lord. I'm going to roll...
Is the
Wow.
first and the second guy different? Like, are they using different weapons or anything?
No, about the same weapons. There's makeshift wood carvings. I mean, wood with nails and things like that in it.
Okay.
So 8 damage to the Flesh Lord. Also, make a fortitude save for me, Flesh Lord.
Okie doke.
Okay. And then I'm gonna have this last guy throw a brick at the Flesh Lord again, taking a -4. He misses. Well, let me see. Does that hit? Does a 17 minus 4, 13? That misses you, Flesh Lord.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that misses. Now it is Restraint's turn.
All right, I'm gonna yell back down the hall into the room like, "We got it!" And I'm gonna move 5 foot step forward. I'm now taking out my Morningstar sort of. I think I've just dropped the chain on the ground very aggressively, and I'm gonna hit this guy. Arcane Strike with the Morningstar.
I always thought you the chain like a bracelet.
Yeah, I think I had it on my offhand, so in order to use it earlier in my mind, I switched it, so now I've got it off. So I'll put it back on when this is all. But I fucked it up. Great, Morningstar with Arcane, so that if I hit, which doesn't look like I did. What does my morale bonus give, by the way, or is that long been expired?
I think it's only 1 round, right?
Yeah, you got to use it before his turn.
Yeah. By the time I gave it to Flesh Lord, it was gone.
It was gone. Great. Okay.
So you miss your attack as you see Restraint. He hits the door frame. Now it is Griffin's turn.
Same thing, ready in action.
Okay.
I can't really get out there, and I have no ranged attacks, so I'm kind of stuck.
We do not have a lot of ranged attacks.
Now it is Juggling. I would assume Juggling did the same. Now it's Flesh Lord again.
Hey, after this fight, I'm gonna have some bricks.
This guy right here, I'll go after him.
Okay. So all 3 attacks hit, and he is dead on the ground.
And I'll 5 foot step onto his space.
Okay. Now it is Vincent's turn.
Question for you, sir. If I were to ask for an item from Juglian, would that take an action? Would it be a swift action? Like, how would transferring items work?
I think it would take an action to go up and grab an item from someone.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Juglian. Excuse me, but if you remember, you've got those alchemist fire that were given to you. May I see one? To get one from him, and then once I do, I'd like to then move into the hallway. I'm not gonna throw it yet. I'm gonna essentially wait to see if one of the patients kind of break past before I throw it. I wouldn't be ready in an action because I already used the standard to get the item, but just for flourish sake, I'm just gonna wait. Once they get past, I'm gonna try to throw an alchemist fire. I don't want to throw it and accidentally hit one of my guys.
Got you.
Just kill Duck first.
I'm going to have this one move from the hallway to here, and attack the Flesh Lord. Let me change my die. That's not a roll. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. Change my die. So here we go. This with the bonus. I think it's what's your AC minus your Dex bonus because you're flanked? Cody.
Wait. Since when do you lose your Dex bonus for being flanked?
You always are. It's never a +2. You always lose your Dex bonus.
I've always been told it's a +2 in Pathfinder.
It is.
Hold up, I'll look. I thought you always lost your dex bonus when you were flanked.
No, that's when you're flat-footed.
I thought if you're flanked, you were flat-footed, right? Or no?
No, because you can still dodge. Flat-footed would be like if you're prone.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Or
guys.
surprised.
I'm sorry I'm messing up the rules tonight.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so it's a +2. So I guess a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Jeez, that's a... Damn, I'm surprised he's getting a +6.
I think, yeah, I was say I think it would be the. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that hits.
So I'm on.
Damn, these guys are strong. These guys have high strength.
Roll my damage. So you're hit. You're hit with 8. Wow, I have rolled 2 6s or 8 damage. But
Man.
since his friend is in front of you, and you're flanked, as he hits you, he seems to turn his makeshift weapon into you, dealing more damage. This is with no modifier. 4 damage
I
extra.
just want to make sure the 17 is with the -2 on him using an improvised weapon.
A +2, and I can. You have to make certain rolls to know that, Cody. I feel like that's a little metagaming. If you know.
Well, I mean, you said that they were just using stakes or wood.
Yeah, they are.
It's probably an NPC stat block, and they probably come with a natural +4 to their attacks with this.
Nope.
So that'll already be calculated.
Nope. Since we have a six-person party with Juggling, I went and recustomized all the enemies, and I built enemies from the ground up.
Well, okie doke. So let's see. It's a DS8. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that was that one. Roll on the last attack. Cody, roll a fortitude save. Okay. Okay. So that is that one. Restraint. Your turn.
Great. Looks like he got hit pretty hard, so I'm gonna try to step in and finish this guy off. I'm gonna move behind him. Hopefully I'm essentially flanking him now. I'm gonna imbue my Morningstar with some Arcane Strike. Try to smash him again.
Okay, wow, that's a hit. That's a dang. That's a hit.
12 point.
When you see restraint just go. I don't know, my camera's not working, guys. I'm like doing these actions. I'm so sorry.
No.
As you see restraint. Let me see if my camera will work. I don't know what. Oh, it's not plugged up. Is that what it is? As you see restraint just take a baseball bat like swing at this person attacking the Flesh Lord. Restraint hits him right in the ribs, and you see this person kind of spew out a little bit of blood, and he seems like he is holding the wall beside him for support. Okay?
Ow.
That's Restraint's turn. Now it's Griffin's turn.
So if I like peek out, can I see that basically they're still occupying the whole hallway?
So I say it one more time?
So if I were to like look around the corner of the door into the hallway, can I see that they're basically occupying the whole hallway still?
Yep.
That like I can't get up to them. Okay. Then I'm just gonna basically take a defensive. I'm gonna move past Vincent and just take a defensive stance in front of him. You know, in case any of them do break through.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'll ready an action again if one of them makes it past. But I'm just gonna block for Vincent so they can't get up to him.
Okay. Juglin. I guess Juglin, seeing that, I would think that he would kind of peek out and see, at least come up here. I'll move him up there and kind of see what's going on. Does Juglin want to do anything at this moment? You got any spells he wants to do? Or
I don't think he has anything with any range.
Okay. Now
he should have 4 Alchemist Fire left. He gave me 1. He should have 4 Alchemist Fire left.
I'm not sure if he's confident enough in his throwing to throw Alchemist Fire into this.
Into a crowded
I haven't
melee?
thrown it yet either.
let's see. I don't think it would be either. But let's see if somehow it is very unlikely that he's going to throw. But let's see. Let's see what he rolls.
See if he's got an itchy trigger.
Nah, he don't do it. He don't do it. He don't do it. He don't do it.
Oh.
So now it is Flesnor's turn.
I'm gonna turn and strike this guy down with a bite attack. And that's with an additional +2 behind it.
So yep, you hit. You doing what now? You charge, you said?
No. I bite him.
Okay, you bite him, and you do which one? The one behind you, or the one in front of you?
Behind me.
With that, you bite at his already injured ribs, and you'll explode some of his ribs actually as he starts to bleed on the ground profusely. I'm gonna move him, but he's still on the ground bleeding profusely. Okay.
Since that was not a full round action, I'm actually gonna 5-foot step out.
Okay.
And just step into the room.
Okay. Now it is Vincent's turn.
Alright, so we're gonna try this. I'm gonna step forward, and since I've got that Alchemist Fire in hand, I'm going to chuck it at this person. So I do not have this on my character sheet, so I'm gonna just do a roll to you.
Okay, that's fine. You just roll a dex. I thought you just roll as a splash weapon. You just roll a ranged touch attack with 10 feet, and the increment is 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, it's only 10 feet.
Oh, it's only 10 feet? I thought it was probably 30.
Treat this attack as a ranged touch attack with a range increment of 10 feet. That sucks.
Then I would move.
Can't you throw further than that with a negative, though?
You can, but you'll take some negatives.
Yeah, I don't want the negatives. I want this person on fire because it's well. I've never gotten to use Alchemist Fire in a game before, so I'm really excited to even just attempt this.
Same. I want to see what happens.
My dex is +3, so that would be the attack roll.
You miss.
Oh!
Let's see.
Where does it go?
It explodes regardless.
It does.
It's gonna hit the ground and it's gonna be used, but
Let's hope this blood is not magically combustible. Or that it is in fact actually blood.
You see. Oh man, I don't know where it would be at. I think since it's
If it's a 10-foot increment, it would land in one of these 3 squares here.
I'll just have it be in front of him then, since it was a 3. So now it's here.
I did roll that poorly, guys. It was pretty bad.
Oh.
This was a mistake.
What are you doing?
You throw like a girl, but girls throw well.
He still takes 1 damage, and you take 1 damage as well.
Oh man, I forgot. That's right. There is a radius damage to that. It was worth it.
Can I get some?
You basically spiked it like a football.
We got. Stay back.
Can You hear the sound effects?
Yep.
You hear a little bit of fire start to burn the papers on the ground.
That was a little bit of a learning process.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Esoteric is not gonna like this.
No.
I look behind me. Restraint, restraint, restraint. Help.
Well, smother it. No, don't. Wait.
Now
Wait,
Restraint's turn.
how does alchemist fire react to wet things? Because isn't everything in the hallway covered in wet?
Well, what you... Yes, it is. It's covered in blood, yes.
We're just having fun. It's bloody fire.
Lovely fire paper.
Oh, that's gonna smell awful.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Restraint, what are you going to do?
So we've got a little bit of fire here in the hallway. On the other side is this guy, yeah? Stand by for a second. Don't mind. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
I'm not entirely sure because of the way the block. I'm gonna try this. I think that's feasible. Yeah. Can you see the lines on my page? Is it feasible to run in this doorway and come around behind this guy?
I mean, if you have the move speed for it, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I do. I have 40 feet. I just realized. So yeah, that's what I do. I saw that guy flank Fleshlord earlier with that same maneuver, so I'm going to do that. I'm gonna come in this doorway here. I'm gonna go through this hall that I know I can't see, so you're gonna have to tell me if there are any obstacles, and then I want to come out this door and be behind this guy.
Okay. Did you count? Oh, since you did that, let's count your squares. Let me reveal the area. Then you count your squares.
Yeah, the squares are a little weird, but essentially it's...
Ah, yeah, but just don't try to use anything to your advantage. You know, I'm not here to mess anybody up. Yeah, you do
Right.
that. You can come up. So you did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can,
I have a 40.
yep, you're perfect then. You're perfect, Restraint.
Great. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say peekaboo, and then I'm gonna smash him with... And I'm gonna arcane strike first.
Let me get this Restraint battle music going on right here.
So +1 to the damage on that.
Now you hit him.
Gonna add it so if we stroll back later, we can see it.
Yep, you know I'll forget. Okay, now it is my guy's turn. Seeing the alchemist fire, he looks at the SpongeBob caveman meme. Sees Restraint there, peeking behind him. He's gonna swing his weapon. Oh, I understand now why. 16 hit you, Restraint?
It does.
Okay.
Why couldn't they just yell Zendal RCs? Why couldn't they just be nice?
16. They have been. They've been yelling it the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No one's
6.
heard it.
Because I just forgot to say it, but yes. When you see cultists, just know they're saying weird stuff that makes you uncomfortable. 6 damage to Restraint as he says, Zandalar sees and tries to poke your eyes out.
Oh, yikes.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's a little creepier when they're all acting in concert, not saying anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy.
Okay, I redact what I just said. They have not said anything. They have been like mindless automatons.
Fucking a pack of quadruplets running around all silent, hitting us with wood.
In our minds, we can hear.
Okay, so we got Big Stoic in the room.
It's me, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So is that a square where the fire hit? Is it like still on fire, or is that just to note where it landed?
Let me go back. Yes, yep. It's still going. If desired, you can take a full round action to attempt to extinguish the flame. Yep.
Well, I mean, I can't really get to it because the squares next to it are occupied, so...
I mean, you could take a running jump through it. Maybe you want to charge him. You could, like, charge him. You can charge over the fire. You can do all kind of weird stuff you want to. That doesn't make him successful. You can charge.
Come on, action hero.
You can try to jump over the fire, take a +2 to your attack, and see if you can hit him.
Do it.
Be a man.
Do what you want.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna charge, but I will move through it in order to flank with restraint.
Okay, let's see. Oh man, I forgot restraint. That guy's got to take 1 point of damage. Okay, I almost forgot about that from last round. So you're gonna attack him?
Because he's standing in the...
He's standing in the fire.
Well, I know technically I can't charge through an
Okay.
ally, so yeah, I just move up.
Yep. So yeah, you hit him. You don't do that much damage, but you seem to nick under his right cheek. Take 1 point of damage, Stoic. Now it is Juglin's turn. Juglin's seeing this. I think Juglin just come up to kind of assist. But what do you think?
Would he stand in the hall, or would he come into the room where I went?
I think he would stand in the hallway to see. I think he would just see, because you know Zenalar sees. Flesh Lord, what are you gonna do?
I'm actually gonna call out to Juglin. See if any of the downed ones are still alive. We might be able to save them like we saved you.
Okay. So there is one that he's sitting beside. Let's do a heal check for him. We'll roll his heal check. And I'm not.
Ooh, wait, yeah, because that one would have been where I was standing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did that one take the 1 damage from the alchemist fire explosion?
He's burning.
He also has probably 1 rib cage severed in half.
Can we just have Juglin just do that? Like, I feel like it cantrips.
Yeah,
he
uses it. It just seems like it's not working.
Okay, well, after that, I'm assuming he'd probably use his next turn to go after the next one, so...
Okay.
That's the end of his turn for now.
Now it is the Flesh Lord's turn. Well, that was your turn, you said, right, Flesh Lord?
Yeah.
So now it's Vincent's turn.
Let's see. I really can't do much of anything in regards to the combat, so I'm going to move into this room here with Flesh Lord. And yeah, I don't have a healer's kit or anything like that, because that's right, I'm still in that hospital gown. Well, Flesh Lord, if you, once this is over, we might be able to get you patched up. You look a little hurt.
Looks like he's melting. Like, just imagine like the faces and stuff just like dribbling off, like they're made out of like pudding.
Salvador Dali painting.
Yeah.
And so that would be my turn.
Okay. Now restraint.
Alright. I want to finish this fight. So, I'm going to Arcane Strike on the guy that's in front of me. No one has... you know what? Hang on. No one has told me to stop. And I've kind of got I'm not raging, but I want to kill this guy. But did I hear Flesh Lord's suggestion to Juglin to maybe keep one alive?
Roll a perception check. Take a -10 because you're in. 15.
I rolled a natural 20, by the way.
Yeah, 15 you heard it in combat. Yeah.
I heard it in combat to keep one alive.
Take a -10,
okay.
I believe, yep.
Okay. Like that couldn't have gone any better, honestly. Okay, in which case I should not have dropped my chain earlier. Can I... Do I have time for a check to see how hurt this guy is? Is there a way to see that?
That would be a heal check.
You know, I'm not proficient in that actually, so never mind.
What about perception? Just for a general guess.
Good question. I don't know if I'm allowed that in combat or not.
You just made one. You just made one perception check, so I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to do the same one twice.
Okay. I'm going to not Arcane Strike, and I'm going to try to hit this guy with my Morning Star, but I want to aim at his feet.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yep, you can.
Hey, that kind of worked.
Yep.
I rolled poorly, so.
You did. Now it's his turn. He's going to turn around.
Did I knock him off? Oh,
nope,
sorry.
You don't. You know, he's not grounded yet. He turns around and hears that and begins to flail his improvised weapon chaotically. So I'm gonna roll. If I can hit restraint, let's go. 23.
Oof.
Okay, that's a
You
hit.
hit with it. Oh, free, my friend.
4 damage to restraint. I end my turn.
I love how enraged they still do less damage to him than to me. I ate up all the hard hits.
Yeah, man, I rolled two times.
I definitely wasted that investment, perhaps.
But you can see my rolls, so. So now it is Griffin's turn.
All right. Another regular hit, +2 because of the flanking. I don't add that in. I don't know. That still misses.
No. You hit with that. You hit with a +2. So Griffin takes his knife and already to the damaged leg that restraint hit, and cuts behind his knee, and he falls and starts to bleed out profusely.
Oh. We're gonna have to act fast.
If Griffin doesn't see anybody else, he is going to stop standing in the fire.
You could just take a full round action to put it out.
Well, yeah, but I don't have one after I've attacked the guy, so I'd have to stand in it for another action.
True.
Or another turn.
Well, combat is over. Combat is over.
Okay, I will assist putting the fire out.
Can Juglin just cast Stabilize on all the downed guys and see if any of them are okay?
The one that you just hit, you can stabilize.
Okay. I will cast my Rejuvenate on myself now that combat's done.
Are summoners spontaneous spellcasters?
You're gonna have to remind me what that means.
It means you don't have to prepare spells?
You
I believe.
choose them when you cast them.
Oh, he can cast these spells he knows I'm preparing at the time. Okay, cool. So that's that. So you got that much. Okay, that much back.
And I'd like to tie up that guy that we just stabilized so that we don't have to worry about him getting up and.
Okay. So as a
All
party,
nutty.
just as a party defeats another enemy or 4 enemies, what does the party want to continue to do? It's Vincent's turn.
Alright, have we, because I had to go AFK for just a moment, have we searched this room with papers and whatnot?
Not yet. They just tied up the room. They just tied up the enemy. It seems like Juglin found the 3 were dead completely, and the one was stabilized and tied up.
Well, this room looks like it's got a lot of papers and whatnot, so I would like to use, because I'm trying to think of what it would be, 5e to Pathfinder. Would this be Perception to see if there's anything of note? Alright.
Can everyone hear the music kind of decently?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just trying to change keys. So, again, this room, half a dozen of drawers with the faces of numbers matching cabinets. Many of the drawers are open and their contents volumes worth of stray parchments blanket the floor. You D4. Wow.
This looks odd.
You see. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I didn't do this. You see. This. There you go, Spencer. You pick up that.
Is it being sent to Discord or in my journal?
In your journal.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you see Vincent pick up one of the papers and read it? What do you want to do with strength?
We put the fire out, I'm guessing.
And you see a room, the double doors to your right, and then you see the room that Vincent's in to your left. And you, of course, there's a door right here that you see. Right here.
I want to check this door really quick to make sure we're not going to get any more surprises, although I assume that we've dealt with it all.
As you open the room, you see that the whole room has been crumbled. Excuse me, it has been destroyed by the ceiling crumbling in on itself, caving in on itself.
So I probably can't even get inside there, can I? Or is it just like rough terrain?
I mean, you can. It just seems that on this room, it seems like it kind of. You see a couple of spaces you can fit into, but you don't.
Is it like this?
It's pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty dense, man.
Okay. Is it the ceiling is falling in?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to get maybe to a floor above with?
Not from there, because it's very. The floors are very thick. This asylum is very, very well made.
Okay.
It's not like modern buildings now where you just have an inch thick flooring.
Sheetrock. I'm gonna close the door and I'm gonna turn back and say to just in general to the hallway, like there's nothing in that room, so that's clear. I'll check this big one above me, and then I'll pretty much end my turn, so somebody else can go. But I'll step in this way.
Okay, it'll be Briffin's turn.
Restraint, were you hurt by those patients?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to move over to Restraint and use my last spell of the day and Cure Light Wounds him.
Thanks, I say. I'm gonna tear off my talisman that broke. I'm gonna say I broke your talisman.
Well, to be fair, it was meant to be used.
If we don't need it, I guess I can just.
Crumbled to dust.
Oh, okay. So it's just the chain. Okay, great. I'll just throw the chain off, and I don't need it anymore.
Okay. 8. I rolled 8.
Oh wow. That feels much better.
Yeah. So I will cast Cure Light Wounds on him, and then I'll probably look around this area with him,
Okay.
and you can move on to someone.
As you look in that room, it just seems that the walls are crowded and covered with filing cabinets, except for one little space where a battered old painting of a somber, towering structure hangs. Excuse me. You see a photo, but it's mostly just filing cabinets. You see racks full of boxes of sprawling collections of haphazard junk fit in this room. It looks like a storage room.
Okay. Then I guess I might take a peek through the filing cabinets, but it looks like there's a lot of them, so I'm not gonna investigate every single one. It'd be just a quick glance.
Okay. I'll let somebody else go.
Mhm.
Juglin, I'm not going to worry about too much unless he wants to heal or somebody or whatnot. It could be just
Juglin would actually be assisting me. Since our turns are next to each other anyways, I'm going to try and wake this guy up now that he's stabled and not dying anymore. And I'm going to ask Juglin to be ready with that wand of rejuvenation so that we can try and fix him.
As you try to open, as you try to wake him up, you hear like slurred speech, like you hear like mud and stuff like that as you try to speak to him.
I'm hoping that's from him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he wake up at all?
Yeah, he wakes up.
But he doesn't seem to be like he's not able to like put together sentences. It doesn't seem like.
From what it seems like, yes.
I'll ask Juglin to use the rejuvenation spell on him.
So how many more charges you have of that? I think you got 6.
We have 4 charges left.
So you have 3 now. Okay. Roll this. 1. Okay. He seems pretty. He seems a little like he's making more of those sounds, but it doesn't seem like anything's audible.
Well, that's my turn, but I plan on doing the same thing again next turn. Just
okay. Vincent, your turn. Do you want to tell anyone anything about what you've learned in this room, or what would you do? Continue to plunder?
Well, because I'm trying to remember with last session, like, because I don't think in character I actually ever learned anyone's names.
Because nobody knows names. You don't think that's you though. You don't think that's you. But you know,
it doesn't feel right, and so like, I mean, this could be anyone. So like, I'll hold on to it for now, just because because I'm curious if the handwriting that was from that page matched the handwriting from the redacted journal that was in that giant office previously. Because if it matches, I would probably keep the sheet. If it doesn't, I would probably not even worry about it, because I mean, it could be information for any number of people. I would hold on to it, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have a quick perception check. You got linguistics as your skill?
Yes.
Like roll a linguistics check. Even though that's for speech, right. I think that would also be with handwriting.
Alright. Hey, this is one of those things I get that free D6 of inspirations, and I added a macro.
You definitely, it's not the same as the writing that you saw before. It's a completely different person.
There seem to be patient files in here, everyone. They might have information in regards to us. I have not seen anything with me, but there might be some value to any of you, I would say.
Fortunately, I do not hear that, as I am in the other room.
I would have said it pretty loud. I mean, you're really, even though you're just behind, like, through a couple doors, I mean, you'd probably still hear me, I would think.
Yeah, I think so.
That's true. Yeah, we probably still hear you, or at least know that he's,
So we can, I don't want to rush anyone, but we can kind of play on each other, and we can continue to go. So, like, when Vincent goes restraint, just kind of talk amongst yourselves and make this fluid.
If I heard that, I won't necessarily respond right away, because I want to continue to sort of just make sure this room is clear. We might as well search while we're in here. So I'll just yell back and we're searching this room. We'll be right in there. And yeah, so like, why don't I take some time to sort of rifle through. These look like desks and things. Just see if there's anything useful left in any of the drawers.
Okay,
Or
roll.
yeah,
Let's see if you can
that's not gonna go far.
you can't even make heads from tails. You just see lots of junk and clutter in the room, and just papers, thrown askew.
Okay. So it's pretty much the extent of my patience. So I'm gonna just sort of mutter to Esoteric that I didn't find anything, and I'm gonna leave the room. Kind of go back so we can regroup for our next plan step.
Okay.
Um,
Esoteric. What would your character do after?
I take a look through my side of the filing cabinets real quick, and then, barring any startling discoveries, they'll probably head over, just like Restraint did.
So in your journal, excuse me, I'll put you something. You do find something that kind of sticks out to you. You notice a piece of paper on the ground, and you notice more black markings on it. And I'll let you read that as you pick that up and read that. Unless do you want to just read it? Do you want to continue to go? Would you read that though? Let somebody else go or no?
I'll look over it, but I'll say out loud enough to the other side of the hall. I think I found another one of the patient records.
Okay. So what is Jugal and Fleshlord continue to do?
Juglin is going to continue attempting to cure this man with the I don't know why I'm having such trouble with the word wand for some reason, but he's going to keep using the wand on him. I'm going to be gently cradling this man's head and whispering into his ears, "Be free of Zendalar. The Flesh Lord protects you now." And I'm gonna wipe away whatever mark is on his forehead and replace it with the seal of the Flesh Lord using Arcane Mark.
Okay. So roll the wand, the charges. Okay, 3. He seems, his eyes widen. He seems not as afraid. He tries to talk, but the noises coming from his mouth are still inaudible.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stick to doing that, so everybody else can keep continuing what they're doing until it comes around to me again.
Okay. Vincent.
Alright, I will come out into the hallway, just kind of pass by and go to Esoteric. Since he mentioned he found a patient or some kind of info on someone, and be like, let's both look here and see if we can compare what it is that could be going on here. See if anything ties together. And essentially, because I can't share it, but share with him the one I found.
I did.
So he can.
Yep, I made you compare notes. So I made you compare notes right now. I added it for you. Okay, Restraint, what are you gonna do?
now that we're back in here, they're searching through papers, which I don't really find interesting to my character, but I understand the importance of trying to get clues, so I'm going to say, have we seen any more of the names on these, any more of these names that we've seen before, like Lance or Dr. Chouar, Listranda? Any of those stick out on these pages we found? And, yeah. Assuming the answer is probably no, since haven't searched much.
Jeremy, do I know who that is on the sheet that he shared?
Yeah. You start to get flashbacks and memories of what's happening. You kind of, especially with your ability, you are seeing things start to unfold, and I don't know. How do you think your character would take this as a fate chart? Do you think he would accept this? You think he'd freak out? What do you think?
Oh, I haven't read the thing yet. I just saw that my character's name was on it, so I just wanted to know if there was like an immediate jog in my memory or not. I haven't read everything yet.
Okay.
Because as soon as Vincent is coming over to me, and I have a chance to speak, I'll give him my patient record and say to him and Restraint, because he was asking, this one that I found is actually for the artist that's been making all the fantastical drawings.
Xandalus?
Xandaris. Ulver Xandaris. Apparently of Varisian descent, and apparently he's, well, considering where we are, apparently he's got a number of psychological issues that he's been treated for. A lot of night terrors and prolific dreams, which is apparently what...
I'm sorry, you're Varisian descent, I'm sorry. On your page, on your paper.
Xandaris isn't? It says it on it.
Xandaris is.
Xandaris is, I'm sorry. I can't remember what I added, I'm sorry. Continue, my apologies.
Apparently he takes a lot of his inspiration from his dreams for his paintings.
Oh. Well, this,
city was a dream of his.
Well, some of these images in these paintings, they look like some of the dreams.
There's also a mention of a count. Does the name Haserton Lulls mean anything to anyone?
I don't think I've heard that name before. Maybe we need to take... Maybe we need to take some of this information back to the camp, see if Winter knows, or maybe Juglin might have some memories unlocked by of these names.
In the note here with Xandris, it looks like it's redacted, but there was someone who was taking an interest. It says first in his art and now the artist. Whoever this person is, it was a repeat visitor, spending a lot of time with Xandris. I'm curious as to who this person could have been that was wanting to spend so much time with this artist that's everywhere throughout this building.
And there's something tying this artist, I assume, to the people we find with the markings on their forehead. I don't think it's a coincidence Zandalar sees is similar to Zandalar.
And that city, that was the illusion that we were almost trapped in, came from one of his paintings. Could someone have the power to make his paintings seem real, or is this Xandris himself?
It does seem that they're forcing some dreams upon all of us. Maybe the same things that he had. I don't know if that's what drove him crazy or if he was like that to begin with. Either way.
Whoa.
Was that?
Did you guys hear that? Or
I
heard something.
That was a very nice touch, Jerry. I like that.
That was extremely nice, but guys, it sounded like we just heard the words "I'm not crazy."
Well, if I heard something like that out loud, I certainly wouldn't tell other people.
I mean, I heard something.
There's something in our head that is forcing these dreams on us. It's either Xandris or someone connected to him. I think we need to find Xandris if we want to be able to escape this.
How do we feel about moving further? Now we're moving further away from the camp. It would be harder to get back.
we should make camp. Quite a few of us have taken hits and hurts and used resources and spells. I think this would be a good chance for us to gather back. You had all mentioned that there was a library, yes? We might be able to research more into this Xandris.
Fortunately, if we sleep outside of the chapel where the camp is, we're subjected to more of these dreams. So they tell us. But it doesn't seem to have affected the Flesh Lord. He's been the only one sleeping outside the chapel, to my knowledge.
Well, I raise a concern. Where have we to go still?
The camp isn't all that far away from here anyways, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really not, actually. It's just through the library, isn't it?
There's a door. Only thing you haven't done, there's a door here. And then there's a door here.
Okay, so sometimes the black kind of covers stuff up. I couldn't tell.
So we've got... Okay, so yeah. So we've got... You said a door here, and then...
Yeah.
A door here.
Let's check this one out.
Okay. This seems to be the edge of my map.
It
so
is.
I can actually...
It is.
Okay. It's where we escape.
So start walking.
Alright, I'll go to this door.
Just as a note of flavor, when you guys pass through the hall, you'll notice that while I drew the symbol I draw on most things on the guy's forehead, you'll notice that I just keep scrawling more and more intricate little runes across his head while I'm whispering into his ears.
I have noticed that Fleshlord has been uncharacteristically silent here the last few minutes. Juggling, is he okay? I guess you don't have to answer it. I'm forcing you to RP a character he is not really playing.
I don't actually know what Juglin would say on this. My character, you just hear him whispering into this man's ears, just little, and occasionally you'll hear the word Zandalar, and you'll hear Flesh Lord, but everything else just seems mumbled and confused while I draw on this man's head.
I'm gonna leave him to that, and I'm gonna just try this door. Yeah, any objections? Look at the party.
No, I'm ready.
Great, and then I'm gonna smash it open because I am tired of waiting.
Okay. So.
I mean, you know, my
so
typical
as
like.
you try to open the door, you notice that it's locked.
Does anyone want to try to pick this lock before I smash it some more?
I can try, but I don't have any tools on me to be able to do this. But I am skilled in certain things, such as disabling and opening. Hold on, is open lock a skill, or am I thinking 3.5?
Disable
Device.
Okay, so open lock is 3.5.
Yeah.
I have way too many rule sets in my head, and I want to say, since I don't have tools, I think I would take a -2 to this.
Are you trained
I don't
in
remember
it?
if it's. Can I attempt to use disable device to open the door? I don't know how I would do it.
Are you trained in disable device?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you would take a -2 for not having thieves tools, I think.
Okay, so -2 to this.
Well,
Wow.
is there enough room that I could potentially assist him?
There is.
Okay.
But he
Then
gets it.
Okay. Well, I move up to assist him, which would hopefully offset the no tool penalty.
But what's funny, as you open the door that Matthew's character had a key for, anyway.
Wait, what?
We have a key ring that's just like filled with random
I
keys.
forgot about the keys.
Oh, we got it from the big room, right? Yeah.
Since like the beginning.
I would like to take this moment to remind everyone 3 things. 1, I have an intelligence of 8. 2, I don't actually have the keys. Pretty sure we gave them to Fleshlord. And 3, I didn't write that down, so that's my bad.
Yeah, I'm carrying all that.
I think you
the
gave
walls?
it to me. I think you gave the keys to me because I was checking out that drawer, that drawer that was locked, and I opened up that locked drawer. I think I found the keys.
Oh, that's gonna feel really silly when you find those later.
Whoops.
So,
Anyways,
the walls of this crowded room are covered with filing cabinets as well, except for one space where a battered old painting of a somber, towering structure hangs. You see the terrain around the somber, towering structure is pretty. It's actually beautiful, like gardens and bright flowers. But then the structure itself seems like to be the center of decay.
And we're talking about the painting, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna try something. We haven't done this yet with anything. I'm gonna take the painting down off the wall.
Okay. As you take the painting down of the wall, you notice it seems like there's like a small brass latch there, open with like a open panel.
Anyone want to be my guest?
I will search for traps with my trap finding, so there will be a +1 to this perception check. I don't know if you heard me. My mic sometimes.
I got you.
Okay.
The lock. You open it and you start like doing the hidden little. You notice it was kind of shut. That's why you didn't see the latch. It was kind of shut abruptly. But again, you open it.
Okay, so no traps.
No traps. You see a tiny lockbox in there.
Probably search that lockbox for traps as well. I'm super paranoid with this. Okay. You got a secret panel behind the painting, and now a secret lockbox in it. So +1 to this. Search for traps.
Okay. You think that everything's safe?
All right. I'm going to, instead of using disable device, see if any of the keys on this key ring can open. Now that I remember that.
Okay. You see...
The memory's still a little hazy.
Yeah, you open it up, and... Because the lockbox is actually big, though. Like, you pull lockbox out the wall. It's crazy. You hear a thud. You see, you find some gold. As you sift through, you find about 40 gold. You see 6 pearls. Notice there's a calling card. It has like an all-seeing eye on it that says SDA on it.
SDA?
Mm-hmm. It has like an all-seeing eye. Additionally, in the lockbox, it's just a huge one. It's really not a. I mean, it's a box, but it's just huge. You see a scabbard in there.
A what?
A scabbard, like a scabbard. Excuse me, scabbard, right? Scabbard.
Scabbard, yeah.
Scabbard.
Okay.
And you see what seems to be a short sword. And on the pommel of that short sword, it seems like it. You see a shape of a cardinal, and etched with gold bands around that cardinal. You see the name Red Destiny.
Red Destiny?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna be the name of this blade. Does anyone know how to detect magic? Between the pearls and this scabbard and potentially this card.
Yeah, the guy murmuring in the hallway with the other guy in his lap, he can...
Jeremy, I sent you a message on the Discord.
Esoteric would say, if I'm handling a job. If I'm handling an item for long enough, I'm able to pick up psychic impressions that can tell me if magic has been used. But it's a time-consuming process, and I have to attempt each item individually. And then he'll kind of like wave the paper that you gave him. It seems like the doctors here understood that I had such an ability, and they tried to use it for their own gain.
So this was you.
Yes.
Paper.
Yes, my actual name is Griffin Hale. I don't care for the moment which one you choose to call me. I'll respond to either.
Griffin's kind of a cool name.
Esoteric seems annoyed by having found the paper. Like there's a mixture of relief and annoyance in his features.
Find it's in a lockbox. Well, it's in this room. You find on the mantle as well another. Vincent, as you're looking around the room, you find another. Here we go.
Dear goodness.
Then you pick it up. There we go. I start to read.
Another note?
Yep, he finds one. So here you, Cody, let me tell you.
I would bring everyone in on this.
By the way, I think Esoteric was next in line for our found weapons.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry, Esoteric, yeah. So Esoteric is doing that. What was your question? I'm sorry, I'm doing two things at one time.
No, I would just bring kind of everyone in to kind of view this.
Okay. I know Esoteric had time. So Esoteric, you're sensing magic on everything, correct?
No, I was just letting him know that if they want me to use my ability, I have to do each object individually, and it takes a minute per.
Okay, so which one?
So it's really it's much easier if like Fleshlord or somebody else casts Detect Magic and says try that thing, instead of me fondling every object in the room.
Fleshlord and Norris here, and is still talking to the man.
Yeah, I get that.
Let's regroup and bring all this back. You said the camp was in a chapel?
Correct. It's through the library, too, so you can at least see where that is.
I believe a Pharasman priestess has erected some kind of defense there, if I understand it right?
Yeah. Sounds right. Probably a chapel to Pharasma. Honestly, I don't remember. I scratched my head a little bit, like, didn't seem important at the time. I'm gonna try, my character's gonna try something if I have a moment. I'm gonna look at the painting, and I'm gonna whisper to I'm just gonna kind of mutter to myself, this painting looks terrible. And I'm gonna look around and see if there's a reaction in the world.
The painting is terrible?
Yeah, this painting looks terrible or something like that. I'm just gonna insult it, basically.
Okay, that's it. Nothing happens. I'm gonna let his record. I'm gonna show his record to the restraint since he wanted to. Matthew Morris. Okay. There's that.
Can I also, just for good...
What?
Sweet. I'll check that out in a sec. Just for good measure, I do want to, since we're taking the time, I do want to get a good perception check on this room, because I haven't done that yet. See if it makes a difference.
13. Let me see. You don't find anything other than what you have found.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, since like that room that they're in seems kind of small, is it okay while they're searching that whole room if I just take a quick look over this one? Since I don't want to like try and crowd in there because it looks like it's a really small office.
Okay.
Oh, when I get this note that he shared with me, I'm gonna like just kind of go silent and just stand and they're studying it over and over and over.
You're still looking at other notes, correct, Michael?
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there were any other patient files in that room that jumped out at me that they didn't see.
That's something you find.
Okay.
Okay. So what does the group want to do as the restraint is staying back in the room? Vincent, what are you doing?
After all that, I'm going to kind of step out of the room and head over to Flesh Lord. Flesh Lord, I think it'd be best if we try to gather ourselves up at the chapel. We should bring this person with us, and you might be able to hopefully talk some sense into them during that time.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I was looking something.
You're good. I was saying, and I'll try to do it in character again if I can remember exactly what it was. I think it's best that we regroup at the camp, this safe house, and we should bring this person along as well, and maybe if you continue to work with them, you might be able to talk some sense into them in that time as we regroup and kind of heal our wounds a little bit.
You notice that none of the Flesh Lord's mouths seem to move, but deep in your mind you simply hear, I have already learned what I need to know, and I understand now what we need to do, and this man shall assist us.
The heck was that?
Who all heard that? Just Vincent. Oh.
Oh. Is anyone else hearing voices again? Just me? I need my head checked out. Who can... Seriously, is there anyone that can check out my head? I'm starting to worry now.
Do not fear, my child. You are under my protection now. And not Zendala or anyone else shall harm you. None of my flock shall be harmed as long as I am here.
Alright, so I'm gonna do something here. Hold on.
So since you are hearing voices in your head through all these sources that you don't know, Vincent, or from your character, Vincent, please roll me a will save.
Oh, thank you. I'm not doing good, guys.
Oh.
I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is. Get out of my head, beast, whatever you are.
Okay. At that time... here, let's do some random stuff. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm ready.
Do you actually say beast?
Yes.
You will just hear angrily in your head, I am no beast. I am the Flesh Lord, and I shall protect you regardless of your feelings.
Okay, let's do this. Roll a 1d100. You gotta roll a lot of dice for me, Spencer. Roll a 1d100.
Oop, hold on.
What was it?
Let me redo that. Do you want it to be secret?
No, I don't care.
Just
tell me, because everything's random.
It was a 15.
15? Perfect. Roll 1d3. We're picking a random number, 1, 2, 3.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
Matthew, give me a random adjective that describes a person.
Excited. I don't know. Excitable. I don't know why that's the first thing I could think of.
Are we doing a Mad Libs?
Let's see. Give me two. Give me a negative aspect of a character's personality, Cody.
Negative aspect?
Mm-hmm.
Vain.
Word.
Okay. Oh, this gonna be. Oh my God. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spencer.
You 1 through 6.
You know what? Let me do this. Michael, you pick it up 1 through 6. I didn't include you. 1 through 6.
5.
Huh? 5?
5.
Ad libs for mental health. Love it.
Okay. You see Vincent's mood? You know what? I'm not gonna tell anybody. Here.
Yeah. I will act this out
There you
however
go.
you need me to.
So this isn't.
Oh, world.
You got that's dude, Spencer, that's cool, right?
Holy crap.
And guess what? This is the age.
Oh gosh. So I'm sending you a message over Discord before I start doing anything.
Okay. For right now, is that fair?
I'm good with that.
Or do you want to roll the fate chart?
Dude, we've been doing this random. Let's roll fate chart. I don't even know what to do with that.
Okay, so I'll say, since I'm
That's
going to say
great.
it, I'll say very likely. Let's see if it happens. And the chaos factor 6. Yep, that's it right now.
Okay. Okay.
You notice Vincent's pitch of his voice as he starts to speak change. It doesn't get lower, it gets higher, in a sense. But you don't have to do the whole voice change, Vincent.
Oh no, I've got this. I've got this. I'm trying to look through some more of this.
Yeah, I just gave you all that, but don't.
Yeah.
But don't. The more important is that things are changing and evolving. Don't get lost in the details right now, and the words and things like
Okay.
that.
In the meantime, I will say that I've kind of broken my own sort of self-stupor and wandered back out into this room to see what is happening with the party.
Do you walk out into the hallway?
Not yet. I've noticed I'm still in here with Esoteric, so I'm kind of like standing here seeing the two of, like seeing Vincent and then seeing...
Let me know if you come within eyesight.
Okay. I'm gonna try not to let that affect my character choice. I will speak, I think, to
I didn't
Esoteric
roll that. You want me to just roll a 1d2?
Do it.
and ask...
Holy crap!
Right.
One is
If-
the first one. 2 is the second one. Okay. Hold
Okay.
up.
Here, I'll just
Why-
chat with you.
Why is it not doing it? Oh, you got lucky. So it's the first one that you taught me.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, guys, are we ready?
What? What did you say?
Are we ready to go?
What? I don't... What's going on?
To the
You-
chapel.
What happened to your voice? You sound different. Does he sound different, Esoteric? He sound different.
Very imaginative.
I mean, Yes, I think we're ready to go. Esoteric, did find anything interesting?
No,
This room?
nothing additional. Just the patient files on me and the artist. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna just tell Esoteric since he's just here, and I'm a little unsure of how to share this information, but I'm gonna let him know that I found my patient file as well. And
And how do you feel about it?
I'm very confused. I don't know what to think. They were doing some experiments on me.
That would explain your aversion to people with lab coats.
Yeah, that is true. And maybe some of my other characteristics. I don't know. I can't talk. Some of my anger in battle, but I'm still thinking about it a lot. If there's nothing else to see here, I guess we should head back to the hall and move back toward the chapel. I'm gonna keep my eye on Vincent though, because I'm a little leery now that something's up. I'm just gonna watch him for now. I'm gonna move to the doorway and say, "Okay, after you, Flesh Lord. Why don't you show him to the chapel?"
I'll help the man that I've been working with to his feet. Does he stand on his own?
Yeah, he can.
And everyone will hear in their heads very softly, "Well, everyone, let's be off. Follow me." And right at that same time, the Flesh Lord will just start walking.
Wait. How did you do that? Wait, come back here. I'm gonna try to chase after him.
So is
How did you?
it safe to assume that everyone is going to the chapel?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to outside the...
Okay. Let me.
Go to the chapel.
Please don't. Please don't. I live in
married.
Savannah. I live in Savannah.
To the chapel and we're gonna get married.
All right. Do we just want to?
So let's take a break really quickly. Let me eat.
Okay.
I still have to process what all happened as a DM through Cody's private messages and through Spencer. I'm gonna end the recording just for the short time. Don't let me forget to do the recording again, guys. Please don't let me forget.